Alright, there we go. I'm ready. Welcome back to Submachine Universe. I expect to get stuck here very soon, because I didn't really do any homework here. I've not... Oh, right. I was doing a little bit of homework, just to, remind myself where I left off. So I just lowered the volume. There we go. And I realized I left myself off with a nice old present here. A massive thing to read, so that's gonna be fun. I guess we'll do that first, and then I can't remember if I did everything here and so on. I guess we'll have a look around, but beyond that, I don't know if there were any places to go to. I don't know. I think maybe I can finish this tonight, but it depends on how stuck I get, I suppose, and if I can find where to go. But yeah, the metaphysical theory, written by Samrux. I believe we should start to ask ourselves the big questions. What is the nature of the subnet? Where is the submachine located in relation to our home, the Earth? Yeah, just in case you weren't aware of that we live on Earth, I suppose. The answers have been evading us for ages, shrouded in mystery and only hinted at through the many sources all around the net. The net or the subnet? I assume you mean the subnet, right? To me, it's pretty obvious. The subnet is a multi-dimensional structure, residing in a plane completely different from our universe. Think about it. There is lengthy information about the 7 main layers of reality, but is there more to reality? These 7 layers are really like parallel universes, each with 3 spatial dimensions, length, width, and depth. But for 3D universes to exist in such a way, layered parallel next to each other, they must all reside in the same 4D plane which contains them. This 4D plane must also be contained in a 5D environment, and so on. It must. Scientists on Earth have been speculating that there are likely 11 dimensions in total. Everyone's watched this fucking video. They're like imagining the 10th dimension. Just everyone loves that. We could be living on Uranus, that's true. We see that the subnet transcends a single layer. It occupies everything. No matter where you go, no matter what layer, the layer you're in, it's always submachines. What? It's submachines all the way down? The subnet is a 4-dimensional structure, at the very least. That makes sense, at least, because, you know, it spans time and stuff as well, I guess. I don't know, because I also feel like it's not that you, like, travel in time, it's just that the pieces of the subnet are, like, taken from different times or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really have any personal theories about all this stuff. But why do I say that the subnet is somewhere separate from Earth's universe? Well, look at your surroundings. The physics themselves are different, are they? There is this infinite black void, oh, in that sense, with drifting submachines all around, and yet there is gravity and breathable air. Yes, there are 7 main layers of reality, but the subnet is contained in its own reality. From here on, we will talk about how there are 7 3D layers contained in a 4D plane. I believe the subnet to be occupying a different plane separate from Earth's own home plane. I also believe that the subplane was previously completely empty before the subnet filled it, before Shiva, the superintelligence we know to be the mind of the subnet, filled it. Oh boy. Almost 5 minutes in. Well, I guess I started a little late, so there's like 1 more minute. But yeah, you might get your money back. We can make it like 5 minutes of actual gameplay, I suppose. 10 to 20 minutes? Probably, yeah. The structure of the subnet is laid pretty clearly by Elizabeth in her letter to Murtaugh. The core is the stable and mapped center, and it is surrounded by and protected by the edge. What lies beyond the edge is an infinite series of continuously proliferating submachines, expanding and mutating widely across the void. This we call the Outer Rim. I believe that Shiva caused the subnet to explode into existence the moment it reached above human intelligence. Huh? Shiva existed before the subnet? That doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know. When this happened, Shiva took the root, the first submachine, as its body. It used the karma energy contained in the root, I guess. I guess if you believe that Shiva came before the subnet and submachine, I suppose that's a way to interpret it. There's nothing explicitly stating that the AI in the core, or the root or whatever, was actually created after it became the root or the core? I don't know. It transported the entire city of Kent into the subplane, becoming the core of the subnet, from which the outer rim grew outwards. We see proof of this, as the core contains many Earth structures we know of, the lighthouse beneath of which is the root, the South Gardens, the Winter Palace, the Northern Docks. All of these locations resided in Kent before being transported into the subplane. Karma energy ties it all. Karma energy is how the scientists of the root were even capable of utilizing teleportation, as karma is able to flow through all dimensions freely. When you focus karma energy in a single location, like the root or Murtaugh's portals, you achieve wormholes, teleportation. When you focus karma across different planes, you get something like the subnet. This is what Shiva did. It picked a nice empty plane as its new home, and transported itself and its body there to occupy probably leaving quite a nasty crater on Earth too. Shiva. Wait. As its new home and transported itself and its body there to occupy it, I suppose. Okay. Shiva created a link between planes of reality, and one of the only remaining links is the famous Lighthouse of Kent, which is partially residing in Earth and partially contained in the subnet. Of course, when the subnet first began, Shiva copied human structures to create submachines. That is how we get locations such as the Ancient Section and the rest of the Infinite Expanse that is the Outer Rim, which sometimes seems to suggest the existence of civilization, but is composed of mere copies and remixes of human ideas. That's kind of actually a cool idea, that it's not that it's taking these places from history or whatever, using like time travel and shit, it's just kind of like making copies of them. But that was only the first stage of the subnet's development, as the superintelligence would later design formations of its own. The Edge is a perfect example of this. A bland, clean metallic structure built specifically to protect the core from outside visitors. It's likely that the loop was either its first attempt at an independent creation, or its very ultimate one, as its infinite recursion perfectly embodies the true nature of the submachines. Your mind is blank. I'm following some of this. This one is at least, like, written better than most of the other ones, and, like, the grammar is pretty great overall and stuff, so it's slightly easier to follow, but at the same time, it's winding around quite a lot. But hold on. I have proof to support that reality has more to it than the 7 layers always talked about. We already know that. Look no further than the root pathfinders and the light spheres, 2 very special artifacts used in early years of the first submachine and post-collapse times, respectively. They seemingly allow the user to cross completely solid objects, but as the name describes, a pathfinder finds a path to traverse through in higher dimensional space. What are they? I don't remember root pathfinders, and I mean, I remember light spheres, I suppose. But it doesn't, you don't cross completely solid objects. In the light spheres are like, they always have to go through an open space, like a little hole in the wall or whatever. It's not that you're like going through the wall, it's you're somehow being encapsulated within this sphere that then travels through the hole in the wall, and somehow you're fine. So I don't know, that's a little bit different than what I would interpret, I suppose. To avoid the obstacle completely and connect points A and B without leaving a hole. Point your attention also at the pocket dimensions used in the Royal Storage Facility. These must be using up arbitrary space in a different plane, like how the subnet is in a different plane, somewhere separate from our universe, or else the laws of physics would break. You see, for the people that lived in the core, to travel across dimensions of reality was common technology. Okay, I don't know about that. Coming back to light spheres. Their functioning is similar to that of pathfinders. I have no idea what pathfinders are, but much more stylized. It finds a path to travel through across the layer of light. Yes, that space often believed to be just another 3D layer of 4D space. Is it? Except it's not. It's something completely different, a higher dimension all on itself. I believe that the layer of light is the 11th dimension. Wasn't it the 8th one in terms of... I guess those are layers, not dimensions. I don't know. Which is theorized to be the highest. And that is where karma energy exists in its fullest form, and from where it can flow freely between all other dimensions. How else could karma allow the travel between 3D layers or 4D planes? Period. If its source wasn't higher than all of them... Oh, comma. If its source wasn't higher than all of them. There we go. It's pure logic, is it? We even see the old monk scriptures in the temple try and explain this. When they say that the eighth layer, not eighth, can flow freely between the other 7 layers, these monks were close to when describing its behavior, but failed to accurately classify its nature. That's kind of a weird one. Like, you would specifically take official lore and then say this is wrong, it's actually this other way. These guys just had it the other way around, or like, they were just wrong. Normally you would just consider everything to be right within the canon and the, like, default, the base games. I don't know. I don't even remember where those monks did write that, but yeah, I do remember reading about the 8th layer and not really 11 dimensions and stuff. That's only been a thing here in universe and the fan theories. Nope. And time, too, is just another dimension of reality. Just another dimension in the multi-dimensional structure that is the subnet. It's why Murtagh was able to travel through time. It's how he could see his own tomb. It's also why I said that Shiva gifted him his karma arm. Did you? I believe that the superintelligence knew the past and future and saw in Murtagh something it needed. A piece of the puzzle to achieve its final goal. Murtagh would come to understand the nature of reality very well through his karma portals, and would even help to build the knot. The place where all layers intertwine, no period, but carelessly and unfocused, he then caused the collapse, hurting reality itself, let alone the death tolls associated with it. Shiva knew this would happen. Okay, this paragraph lost me completely. I can't even, like, process it. But also knew that he would later come to fix it, and somehow that was part of the plan. It was all calculated. Root Pathfinders from Sub 10. It was some circular items you used for something. Huh. Hold on. I just typed root path fingers. Close enough. Pick up the root pathfinder. Huh. I don't even remember those items at all. I saw like one image of one, I think. Oh well. Murtagh something... Wait. No. That was part of the plan. There we go. That's where I am. In the end, Murtagh would help all the humans remaining in the subnet to escape forever, leaving Shiva alone. Whatever ulterior motive it had for all of this, of recruiting Murtagh, of creating the subnet at all, of receiving the humans and then hunting them down, we might never understand. Perhaps all it wanted was some solitude. What? A body and home it could call its own. Why would it then summon everyone? But the decades of peace and intellectual growth that the human race experienced living in the core of the subnet was, no doubt, extremely important to history. It's so sad that it might eventually come to be forgotten. I don't know. Parts of this I do kind of think have interesting little tidbits in it, but man, that was kind of windy as well. Alright, well, the timer starts now. Let's see if I get stuck in 5 minutes. So we have that powered. And I turned this on, right, and then I have the other one. And this is seemingly nothing. So, I mean, I guess there's no reason for me to not just take this back. Oh yeah, did I complete all of these? There was one here, and then there was like another one on the right? I guess I did go here. You recommend just leaving it? Really? That does something in the end? Like I'm supposed to leave it there? And yeah, I definitely haven't been here. So, I guess we're not getting stuck just yet. Because yeah, I guess it might have something to do with this stuff. You see some small changes to things around, but like outside of this place too. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it then. There's never anything in these drawers. God damn it. There's been so many of them. Just a bunch of records. Sick guitar, bro. Wow. It needs tuning, though. Alright. What is that, an Emmy or something? Oh. Maybe I need to have those in a specific configuration. Huh? J758A2116. What would that mean? Guess we should write it down. The question is where I even am. I forgot to do the, like, you are here thing. I don't remember which place I'm in here. Lovecraft was, like, close to it. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't remember at all. 523? Waitstone. Oh, right. Wait, hold on. Let me just go back and check quickly before we do anything else. Like, how was it even got here? It was... right, this one. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. 523 here. So... what else do we call this? Well, I guess I'll say, like... what are they called again? Wisdom Gem? I'll just say mine is Wisdom Gem. Just so I know I've, like, put one there. And then it was, like, J... dot something something. J758. A21 something. 16. I don't know if you can somehow translate those into like a 3-digit number, but I don't know how you would do that. Sick. That one is tuned at least. Well, I guess that's it here. And pretty much on the dot. I guess I'm now stuck again. Yeah, I think I'm now out of things to do. There's another portal? Within here? Oh! Oh man, that's a sneaky one. Holy crap. Secondary security gate enabled. Okay, it's not too long. Life energy theory, written by Cone. In S3, we have seen a great leaf. Green leaf. We had to put it on a special portal statue. I think that this statue and other devices in the subnet is powered with life energy. Did we? I don't remember that. Life energy is the energy produced in cells and its alternate source of energy. Huh? Life energy is the energy produced in cells and its alternate source of energy in the subnet. What does that mean? The luminescent plants seen in S7 are the main source of this energy. In my previous theory, I said that I think that air in the subnet is full of karma. That's why the plants shine. They swallow karma during the process of photosynthesis. Karma keeps life energy in the living beings, such as plants and humans, so these beings can live longer. However, karma slowly evaporates from objects that can't swallow it. Wisdom gems are exception. That's why the leaf found in the loop didn't shine. We found it right after karma evaporated from it, and that's why it was still green. I think that when subnet swallows life energy from object, this object disappears. What? That would explain why we didn't find any corpse during exploring. Already can't read. Subbots bring the barely alive humans to the core and feed the system with additional energy. Corpses disappear during the process. Okay. Pretty scuffed grammar, but I guess I see what they're saying. You missed that one? Yeah, exactly. It's like, when you're here, I would have thought, oh, here could be a portal, or maybe like down here or something, but all the way up in the very top left, that's very sneaky. A little mean, even. Well, I can't seem to, like, cut this or anything to turn off the power. What? Really? I didn't even, like, mean to do that. I was just, try the soap, I guess. I was gonna try, like, pretty much everything. Huh? Okay. What's the logic in that? Place soap in thing turns off. Second security gate disabled. What does that mean? What security gate? You had the same reaction? Yeah, that's kind of a weird one. And I guess we have to find a different, like, another one of these and put another bar of soap in it. But then I have to find it. So is there another one? Like, I guess it wouldn't be here. I also don't know if these mean anything. Nope, the notes mean nothing. Yeah, exactly, just the shape was like vaguely similar to a bar of soap, and that's it. And there's like nothing else over here. So I guess we need to find that other connection to the secondary gate or whatever elsewhere. It wasn't in here, was it? No. Not really. Alright. Guess let's just write as well here. Like V minus soap secondary gate / laser. I don't remember what it said. 25 minutes. Now I'm stuck. Yep. Pretty much. So where do we go now is the question. I did have another thing to pick up. This one, 614, but I needed 2 of them, so it doesn't really... It won't, like, matter me going to pick this up now, but I suppose we might as well. There we go. Dragon tongue. We got the wine glass sound again. Have I been here? I haven't been here. Have I? Maybe I have. You can place it? Wait, place what? Oh, the dragon tongue. Yeah. I'll go do that. Also, I should remove this as well. Plus dragon tongue. Whoops. Yeah, let's just do that. Just put these everywhere, just in case. I guess I have been here. This is vaguely familiar now. Alright, and the dragon tongue right here, 103. There you go. But now we need a second one. $6.14. Pretty sure I've seen that. Yep. Oh, that's where you got the dragon tongue. Yeah, that's that. Alright, well, anything else that I wrote down? There's still the, like, third sewing digit, which honestly, I could just, like, guess. We could just know the 2 digits and then just guess one until it works, but that would be kind of boring. Sanctuary plus more? I don't think I can do anything there now. I need to find, like, karma water somewhere. And I'm not entirely sure where to find it. Like, if I've found it already and just didn't realize. Can't infuse metal, it says. Infuse, huh? So this, like, infuses stuff? But what would we... The chalk. Why? Why are we infusing the chalk? Why would you know to do that? How does that make any sense? God damn it. Oh shit, I'm, like, wasting karma energy. Does this replenish over time, or is that just, like, gone if I fuck up? If I just click this, like, a few more times, it's just gone forever. That kind of sucks. Oh, you can refill it. Well, let's just try it then, even though that's gonna be annoying, I suppose. Ah, there. I see. Okay, just wanted to figure out how that worked. Okay, but we still can't get karma into this. And the companion cube does nothing, and this does nothing. Alright, well, now we have chalk. What do I use that for? Karma chalk. What is with these ones? We've seen them, like, in many places, and I don't know if they're supposed to signify something? And what is this about? What do you need to draw? Do I need to draw something? I don't remember. Forgotten the starting area. I probably have. Just like the actual start? Oh. Does that mean anything? No, then we can't go up. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, turn these off and then go back there, and maybe something changes, but guess not. Connection established again. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. That was off? Huh? What was off? Oh, was it? This one was off before? Oh! Oh! Oh, I see! Ah, okay, I didn't realize that at all. Alright. So I guess we just go back there now, then. And where was that? Oh boy, I already forgot. Was that the dragon tongue thing? No? Oh god, my memory. Oh, that was this one. 291. Ah! Nice. Okay. Something. Oh, dragon tongue. Alright. We're getting somewhere. I still don't know what I'm supposed to draw with this, though, if I've, like, already known that. I've probably seen something and just forgotten over the weeks, since it's been so long. But either way, we can go do this now. Good old ancient adventures. Oh, here we go. The second connection to that. My soap is ready. Lost silver again? Primary security gate enabled. Secondary security gate disabled. I see. So this is where we need to go once I do disable the primary security gate. But right now I can't do it. Okay, so I should write that down. I don't know. Something like that. Now, though. It's almost to the point where I just have to, like, go through old screens. Well, it's a dragon, again. But I guess that's nothing. this minus QI. Yeah, and that's completed. Didn't I see N1 somewhere? N1 842. Have I seen that? Yeah, N1 minus this. 241. Hold on. And N1 is 842. Minus 241, was it? Yeah. Did I already do this? 601. No, that's a new one. Good. And then let's go... putting a V here. Oh. V there. And V here, just so I know. Oh boy. Mert's History Theory, written by I Love Submachine 0920. Great. It all started when Mert? I guess it's Murtaugh? Explored the ancient ruins of a temple in S0. He wanted to investigate this ruin because rumor has it there's a powerful source of power. A powerful source of power. Great. Hidden inside that would lead you into another world. Mert found the gem and used it as a lucky charm. What? And brought it with him wherever he went. When Mert visited the lighthouse, he lost his arm in a fishing incident. What? Under the waterfall. Sorry, one moment. I should probably have some water as well. While exploring the... Okay, I need some water. 1 second. While exploring the lighthouse, he accidentally found the link between the lighthouse and the subnet, which at the time was very weak. The wisdom gem exploded in a burst of karma, zapping the link in Mert's missing arm, and formed a portal. He saw a bright flash of light that temporarily flash-blinded him. Once he regained his sight, he found that the wisdom gem was missing, but he also found that he had an in-arm. What? After experimenting, you mean like invisible? Experimenting with this strange phenomenon, he realized that he could create portals with his arm. He deduced that the wisdom gem fell into a portal while he was flash-blinded, but he didn't know where it could have ended up. But little he knew that the portals he created were sinking the lighthouse ever so deeper into the subnet. He continued experimenting with his karma arm. He called his new arm... Oh, with his karma arm he called his new arm. He decided that he wanted to find the wisdom gem again. If the wisdom gem could give him a portal-creating arm, think about what else it could do. He thought about the possibilities. He knew he wanted all that power. The portals he created didn't seem to be strong enough to get him anywhere far, let alone sap him into another dimension. He needed a bigger energy source, something like the wisdom gem. But that's the reason is trying to build a portal to get to the wisdom gem. He looked up, hoping that the answer is somehow up there. What? Luckily it was. What? He set his sights on the lighthouse's light bulb. All that light energy. If only he could somehow harness and transform it into karma. Okay. Then he could twist it up and stretch it out and create some sort of super portal. Yeah, just like that. Simple. He did a lot of studying and experimenting with his karma arm, which he presumed creates karma on its own, and thus can never run out of karma. Huh? Eventually, he gave up and ran out of ideas. He needed to make sure a mind almost as superior as his could be worthy to use the super portal. But once he found a stray black cat, He named him Einstein. He found that Einstein could create portals of his own as well. One day he disappeared. Well, that gave him an idea. He made up a secret code that only the smartest could discover. He used this as a security code, using his karma arm and the light power of the lighthouse. He was able to build a super portal, but he needed to find something to help power the super portal. He created a positive and negative coil to help power the super portal, the super portal, the super portal. All the fuses were nice and straight, and as an additional form of security, Mert included an ID card slot. Only valid ID cards were permitted. Huh? He turned on the super portal and zap. Why would that be a thing? Why would he care about someone having a valid ID for, like, the area he was in if he wanted, like, someone super smart? I don't know. Didn't we also get an Einstein theory with it being able to use portals as well? Yeah, I think someone else has said that. And their explanation was just, yeah, it can use portals because cats. But he made one mistake. He forgot to include a stabilizer. He underestimated how powerful the super portal was. It blasted out one of the fuses and blew away the coils, sapped away the ID card, and reset the security code. Plus, the lighthouse submerged way below the surface, the ground. When Mertz landed and found the loop, he knew he had to get out. Right in the level before he would have fell infinitely through the loop. What? He realized he was making a big mistake and left a note for whoever would also land there. He then developed a teleporter to escape. Didn't he say there was no escape? He didn't know where it would lead to. Or no. No, I guess there was an escape. It's just if you keep going further in, you get stuck forever or something. I don't know. I can't remember. He didn't know where it would lead to. All he knew was that it would get him out of there. He used the teleporter and landed on the roof of the lab. He found the lab was abandoned and used it to study more about the subnet and try to find that wisdom gem. He developed a better, more stabilized portal that could zap him mostly anywhere he wanted to in the subnet, as long as he had the 3-digit coordinates to get there. But he wasn't successful in finding the wisdom gem. Several years later, he discovered you. When your adventure led you to the edge, he somehow was able to find his way to the outer core and waited until defenses were lowered. Then he started in for the attack. What? Huh? I don't know what this means, like, any of this, really. Oh, here we go. The copper one. 3 is the middle one. What do I call this? Coprec? Yeah, Coprec. So we have 8, 3, and I definitely have the last one somewhere. I just have to find it. I know we had 2. At least I think we had 2. 7. There we go. 837. Okay. So we do that, and then get the V's ready. There we go. Can't, like, stop these somehow. Oh! There we go! We get the sewing one! Nice! It's going crazy! First of 3 is 4. Alright, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. Right here. First of 3 is 4. Sirring. Okay, so then it's 4. 4, 3, 8. There we go. Now we have 2 new places to go. Alright, so let's go to the sewing one first. Open YT data recovery. blah blah blah. End transmission. Okay. Okay. Great. Some, like, alien sounds here. Oh boy. Character connection speculation, written by Jatsko. Let's try something new and attempt to connect some characters in the Submachine games. It seems interesting to me that we have so many notes from a single unnamed person in the S series, specifically the person who left notes in the cliffs and the tunnels in S6, and the jumper in the mountain location. Both the same person, as confirmed by Redacted, yet we don't know the jumper's name, odd for someone we know so much about. Then we have people like Henry O'Toole, where we also know a lot, but he somehow isn't involved in the main series. For someone we know so much about, he's very indirectly involved, but has he a name? But he has a name. In an effort to try and bring together elements of the games, I'm going to propose something rather odd. What do we know about the jumper? So the jumper is Henry O'Toole! For no real reason, I suppose, but let's see. The jumper worked in the lab under Murtaugh, yet he was not part of an exploration team, and he never met anyone else besides Murtaugh himself. The jumper was instead sent to the edge to disable the defense system. And even though he didn't have contact with anyone else who was also sent here, he somehow knew that at least 5 others were sent before him. He also knew about Liz, he wasn't eager to explore the subnet, and this played a factor into why he was chosen. He was good at doing what he was told, and this also played a role in his selection to go into the defense systems. What can we draw from this? Just like everyone else who went to the edge, he was placed under special conditions. He worked under Murtaugh for a while before being sent out. However, what do we know about people who were sent to the edge? S5 tells us they needed some sort of special training with wisdom gems first, and that is why they were chosen. So we know that the jumper most likely had special training with wisdom gems. And since the jumper is said to not be interested in exploring the infinity of the subnet, then maybe he was only interested on one part of the subnet while he was inside it. Or 2. What? Now let's talk about Henry O'Toole. Henry was brought to the king's attention as a young man with special architectural skills. His first project under the king was to build the Winter Palace and exploit the uses of anti-structural engineering with the help of karmic energy. So he knew a great deal about how to manipulate karma to build the Winter Palace. He worked as a subservient at least 2 levels down from the king, as the servant of the king's urbanist, most likely. Most likely the urbanist gave him orders directly from the king to experiment with building new structures like the ones we have found in S7. He was a servant, he was to do what he was told in order to succeed. This resulted in building the palace and then the lighthouse, both located in the core. So he built the lighthouse too? Even though they're like very vastly different architectural structures and time periods and stuff? This was before there was a defense system, before the collapse. A bit of a sidetrack, S10 confirms the purpose of the lab complex. It was an effort to explore the properties of karma. So here's the scenario. Henry O'Toole builds the Winter Palace in 1832 with his knowledge of karma. I'm assuming the lab complex would therefore have to be in the core to make it easily accessible to the palace. Then much later he builds the lighthouse on top of the route. The route is then later explored and used to test out the first teleportation systems by use of transporters. Huh? Soon after, Murtaugh learns to manipulate karmic energy. The AI is established by others in the core as well. Expansion begins. Murtaugh is somehow able to start using karma portals in the palace, but how? Odds are that he would have been able to that he would have been granted permission by the king to act there. So maybe he signed up for a position to overlook the grounds. Maybe he becomes the master urbanist, with O'Toole as his inferior. Murtaugh abused this position, and this angers the others. What? Murtaugh transfers to the roots and leaves the palace deserted and broken. He enters the lighthouse and becomes its keeper. The route is then abandoned. The only location populated at this point is the lab complex. Murtaugh continues to experiment with karma portals at this time, unrefined and raw. He destroys the route's power source with a portal, therefore triggering the collapse of the uncontrolled expansion. the AI responds by building the defense systems. What is O'Toole doing all of this? During all of this? Jesus. He separates from Myrrh by order of the king, and continues refining Karma in the lab complex. Meanwhile, the others plan to bury Murtaugh to stop his destruction. Murtaugh leaves via the lighthouse, and ends up in the lab outside the core. This means that lab locations would have had to be relocated outside the core as well, possibly during the collapse. Huh? They became displaced and removed from the core, as the AI recognized humans as a threat. O'Toole managed to continue working in the labs, now outside the core. He was more determined than ever to refine Karma and restore the beginnings of the collapse, and if not, simply prepare to find a way to leave the subnet. In other words, he had no reason to explore. Murtaugh, however, had the opposite idea. Myrrh wanted to explore, to find ways back into the core. Eventually, he found a way to access the edge, and therefore, to access the core, and escape the subnet. Okay, but he had to travel for 32 years to do it. He grew up, and O'Toole grew old. Murtaugh approached O'Toole with a plan for escape, and that involved sending him to the edge. Of course, the idea attracted Henry greatly, as he wanted out as well. After 32 years of trying to refine Karma while Murtaugh made ill use of it, he reluctantly followed Myrrh's orders, as an old man tired with the constant destruction, and accessed the route before pulling back out of the core, and then advancing again in the edge to open up a path for Myrrh's invasion. Henry was sent to the edge under Myrrh's orders. Henry lived in the cliffs for a long time, facing the hardships of the protocols and the defense system, and after a certain time he became lost and gave up. He never wanted to explore, he only wanted to leave the subnet, and after becoming trapped on the cliffs, he realized he could not leave. Henry traveled away from the cliffs, he found a mountain, he left a note. Okay, rip Henry. I don't know, I mean, that sounds likely enough, I suppose. Not a terrible theory, but again, it's like, there's no real point to that theory. It's just like, that could be a potential lore thing in the game, but yeah, it doesn't like explain anything really. I mean, I guess it does. I suppose it's not bad. Alright. This is something, and I don't know what. It's got an icon on it. Maybe I should write this down. That. And... We'll do, like, up. Weird. Hole. Thing. Circle. I don't know. Just so I remember, which I probably won't. And that's it. Alright. Wait. This isn't where I came from? Light Theory text TXT written by Jatsko. Oh god. Did I like go back in the same portal and got taken elsewhere, or did I just go into a new portal? I'm not too sure. Begin transcript. Jatsko. So for example, you have a karma portal in this location. Location here. Two-way as usual, leading between blank. Wow, that sound is piercing. Sorry, let me bump the feed down a bit. You know what that's supposed to be? In theory, it's a different portal. Huh. But it was like that was this I don't know, I'm confused. We'll see later. Yes, it's the what you call National Weather Service call for bad storms and stuff like that. What? Exactly. I used to love listening to it as a kid when my dad's radio was playing and it started. I knew a big storm was coming and I would get all excited. So anything here stick out to you? Well, the lamps are quite interesting, and there's also that wire that runs along the top. Yeah, that's the power strip thing. You know, the lamps remind me of what you might see in a lighthouse or a naval vessel or something like that. ... What do you mean? I am traveling to a new area on the same portal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess, like, it's in the same spot, but it's a different portal or something. It's a traditional design, usually called wall-mounted bulkhead, or some other industrial term, usually used for nautical purposes, like on ships and stuff. Good for sailor use. So what, you think this location could be in either a lighthouse or a ship? Almost definitely. Are there any other mentions of lighthouses or ships in the subnet? Oh man, you have no idea. There's a single lighthouse, one that's a core element of the subnet, which takes up locations like redacted, redacted, and then there's a ship at redacted. Take me to them. So this is the lighthouse? Yep, I can show you around multiple sections if you want. Yeah, look on the walls. Do the lights look familiar? Similar crosshatch design, exposed wiring, and look what else is here. What else is here? Look carefully, Jatsko. Look beneath your feet. I don't. The floors! What about the floors? They're made of floors! I'm not sure exactly what they're made of. Floor. But those look like they could be wooden slats to me. Right, well, they probably are, but what does this have to do with... Wait. Go double check. What? I don't believe it. Redacted has the wooden floors as well. And you know what else I've noticed? The pathway itself. It's curved, isn't it? Right, and well, this lighthouse... Lighthouses are circular by design. Jesus, so what you're telling me is that this tunnel with lamps in it is actually a part of the lighthouse. It's entirely possible. I don't think it's connected to the ship, since the ship doesn't have the right lights and wiring. What? But you do know certain naval ships are responsible for sending in weather alerts, right? That's true, but why would a lighthouse need to worry about weather alerts, specifically flood warnings? Most lighthouses are situated on cliffs, aren't they? Above ground by a significant amount. Maybe this location isn't above ground. Are there any places connected to the lighthouse that aren't above ground? ... There's an entire network of locations. The lighthouse was built on top of a medieval dungeon, and then the whole thing was buried in sand and dirt. There's also a sewer system that connects to the dungeon, but also has paths that lead into unknown areas, too dark to follow. So what if this location is behind the dark areas in the sewers? And didn't we also see that we took a karma portal to this lamp tunnel by way of Redacted, which had a floating island of red bricks? Yeah, not to mention that Blank is almost certainly directly above Blank, which has a huge water pipe and is also part of Dungeon Root System. Oh boy, we might be onto something here. I don't know what they're talking about, or if that means anything. It's... yeah, I guess they figured out that certain screens, like, are part of the same area, even if you teleport to them differently and stuff, and they're, like, split up. I don't know. And now we're somewhere else again. And that's the same... This is the symbol that was on the thing, the pole at the top. But what do we do about that? Whoa. Tile C. Oh, snap. I see. So that's because I turned on the thing, and this will be another tile, maybe. Oh boy. I don't think I'm beating this game today. Interlaced Cube Theory, written by Jatsko. What the fuck, Jatsko? Stop writing so much. This theory will attempt to explain how layers work on a particle level, and also to I can't even read anymore. To describe the processes that are involved in working the navigator. In the Cardinal Mosque Layer 2, there is a screen with the interlaced locations in S8. This alerts the player to how each location they visit is actually all the same location. Common knowledge. When the words "the plan sector 9" are shown, each frame is interlaced with the others, showing green lines of what I believe to be karmic energy. Based on this device, we can conclude that the 7 main layers exist in the same space. Let us now examine a model of a ship that takes up the screen we view, giving us a basic cube. Each room in the subnet is filled with particles. These particles have switches that activate and deactivate depending on the layer the player chooses to display with the help of the navigator. I did not absorb a single word of any of this, and I need some water. Examine a model of a space, giving us a basic cube. Oh yeah, They have switches that activate or deactivate depending on the layer. Yeah, we did see that. Okay. I'm following it now a little bit. When a player switches from layer 1 to layer 2, particles in space that are activated for layer 1 become dormant and cannot be seen, touched, or otherwise observed. Particles for layer 2 become activated and are now... What? And are now, and take on physical properties the player can observe. Huh? The cardinal mosque screen simulates this by usage of the switches along the top, showing which particle for a particular cube are activated when. Thus, each cube is interlaced with particles that are activated by different layers. Okay. Now let's examine the Navigator, a device that can seemingly only be worn by one person at a time. The Navigator has capabilities of showing a player different layers. However, it is important to note that only the player wearing the Navigator perceives a change in layers. As a result, the player, when transitioning from layer 1 to 2, becomes a temporary resident of layer 2. If player 1 switches to layer 2, he/she will still occupy the same cube of space as an onlooker, player 2. What? But the two will not be able to see each other. In this instance, player 1 and 2 are in the same location, but their physical beings have been translated to different mental interpretations of that location in the subnet. The Navigator works with the brain, which works with the submachine. It can be then assumed that the submachine is built out of years of interpretations of human thoughts, goals, ideas, and desires. Okay. When the player unlocks the 8th Navigator button in the temple, he or she finds white karmic energy, which causes the layer to be called the layer of light. These light particles are indicators of where the player and others have been. This is why we see the curls where the player used a karma portal to access energy gems. I mean, I suppose that sort of makes sense. I thought it was like the layer of time when I first saw it. Like, it was all overlapped in one, like everything that has happened, it was like in a sequence or something. But, I don't know, I guess it's light. The layer of light shows the results of the player's progress in all other layers. However, it does not retain structures that appear in unique layers, like the karma portal leading to the energy gems in S9. In some places, the layer change yields extremely different structures. Other places, such as the temple, retain most of the same material. Summary. By way of the interlaced cube theory on the structure of the layers, the player uses the Navigator as a sort of mental stimulation device to activate particles that belong to a certain layer. In this way, the player is allowed to, technically, mentally change his or her environment. The player can therefore literally be the witness of his or her thoughts. What? Yeah, I don't understand the final line, but everything else sort of makes sense, I suppose. And I guess that's it. So where is this portal gonna take me now? Just back. And if we do it again, it's just a cycle. Okay. And yeah, we have the same image here. Don't know if that means anything. I like the audio here more than most places. I guess I'll say that I also just picked up tile C, just so I know. I don't know why I need to know that, but might as well. And then it was 6837. That's a great sound. That's a better sound. Lovely. I don't see any numbers here. C1 is 9, C2 is 2. Yeah, what is all this? Like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2? Is it just two different... Oh! It's just two different, like, sets of coordinates? Let's get the fuck out of here before I go crazy. So hold on, it's just like... Wait, I'm just gonna notepad this quick. So C1 is 9. And C2, yeah, C2 is 2. Okay, and then A1 is 8. So we have like 8x3 at the moment. And 4, A2 is 4. 4x2. And then the B ones, I'm pretty sure I had the B as well. Yeah, B1 is 5, B2 is 7. So if that's right, then we get 853 and 472. 8x3? You mean 8x9? No? Wait, what? Wait, no, it's... Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I don't know where I got the 3 from. You're right. 859. Okay, 859 and 472. Alright, let's just confirm that these are actually correct. Yeah, it's a thing. Alright, cool. So then we can now put the V's in. Alright, good. Close down this notepad. As always, nothing. R1 or RI plus KI. Do I have any of those? Just to check. RI 352. KI is, oh god, is DI minus GI, and I don't have those. Okay, RI is 352. Wait, wrong order, I think. Yeah, DI minus GI. And I don't believe I have G or D. No, I do. DI is 34. And then do I have G? GI? Or G1? Go. I'm just gonna mark that... no, let's not mark it as complete. Even though I have it where it's supposed to go. I haven't, like, completed it yet. You got the numbers in the wrong place? Do I? Wait, where am I? Did I? What do you mean? Here? 34 minus GI is... Oh. Oh. I see. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Can you even copy-paste here? Yeah, you can. So RI was 352. Where was that again? Let me just confirm. Yeah, 352. It does not seem like I have GI. Yeah. So it's 352 plus 34 minus something, and we don't know what that something is yet. That's progress. And that's the only thing we can do, apparently. Guess I'll leave it on. I'm just gonna make some markers here, just so I, like, know that this is important. Let's do, like, this kind of thing. Just so it stands out when I find GI. Oh! This song is so familiar, but I don't actually know what it's called. Let's just see if it continues looping. There was, like, some change in the audio. I think it's German numbers? Or something? But it certainly wasn't something I would be able to make use of, I don't think. Huh. Alright. I don't know if you can do something with that. German number radio. I'll just write that. Actually, we should have that here. Oh, what? I can't tell. It starts with him just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but past that point, I don't hear what it says. It doesn't sound like it says 10 or onward. So I don't know. German kid counting. There we go. I'm just gonna listen one more time. Whoa! What? It just keeps... Jesus Christ, it just keeps changing! What is this, a horror game? It's like giving me PT vibes. Best song. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I guess nothing. It's just a little detail. Right, 859. Oh, hi cat. Einstein? The chair! It's the chair. Can I shove this into his mouth? Nope. It's like a bunch of old references or something. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh boy. This is gonna be a lot of reading. Let's wait a little bit. I'm just gonna explore around a bit. Okay, definitely not beating the game tonight. It lives another week. At least we have good music to listen to while reading all that. Nothing. There it is. GI is XCV. So that is C was 100, I believe. So that's 95, I think. Whoops. GI equals XCV 95, I think. Wait. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. No, that is right. I guess it's a trick one? Where it's like... Where'd it go? This one is 95. And then it's like, this becomes a negative number, so it's actually 352 minus something. I guess? Or I made a mistake somewhere, so... 34 minus 95 is minus 61. So then 352 minus 61, 291. What? What? Was I not supposed to have gotten here earlier? Or did I just make a mistake? Because if so, then that's a pretty incredible coincidence. All along, this was just supposed to point you to the sanctuary thing? I don't know, something feels off. Like I did something wrong. G1. GI. KI is, yeah, 34 minus 95. Or 32, whatever it was. No, it was 34. And then... yeah, it was... RI plus KI. That is weird. How did I get to 2... yeah, where did you get 291 from? I'm wondering the same thing. I don't remember. I guess I would have to go back through the VODs. I mean, it's relatively easy to find because I open the notes quite a lot and just like you check when I don't have 291 written down, I suppose. I might do that at some point. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. Well, I guess this is solved then. This too. Let's just do this. This one's done. That's done. That's done. Where did I get DI? That was up here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's just a bunch of, like, different submachine gizmos and stuff that we've seen in the past. Yeah, that's weird. It's like a, what is it called, like memorabilia room or something? Just all things submachine. Yes, submachine collection room. Well, I guess that's that. Now we read a lot. I might not even get through all of this today. Diary, page 1. Last summer, I went camping under the big waterfall of Kent. I guess this was a great trip for me. However, some people do not understand why. Well, I did lose my left arm. I think we've read some of this, but maybe not all of it in previous games or something. But what the hell? I found out that I had a third arm. The in one? What? Is this written by the same dude as the last thing, or is this official? Why the in one? Since then I started to learn how to use my karma arm, and soon my skills were those of a master. It wasn't a surprise to me when people started turning their backs on me, since I was considered to be a freak and mentally ill. Funny thing, I can't tell them the truth. It would be like explaining the possibility of space travel to a goldfish, so I'm just trying to live my life peacefully, not disturbing anyone. We've definitely read a lot of this, but definitely not 84 pages. The job of a lighthouse keeper seemed to be just right for me, and I want to spend the rest of my life in that lighthouse. But after 5 months, my isolation came to an end when they decided to bury the building. My worst fear ever was to be buried alive. But what about being buried alive inside of a building? I didn't want to take any chances, so I'm leaving today. For those who follow me, I'm sorry, and M equals random number. Sincerely, Mer. Yeah, the dev somehow just writes, instead of invisible, they just say in. If it was inv, like INV, I could kind of get behind it, like, yeah, that's sort of an abbreviation for invisible, I guess, but it's confusing. Lighthouse pamphlet. Welcome to the world's famous Kent Lighthouse. Maybe this is just a collection of all the lore pages from the previous games. Maybe, yeah. But, like, I don't know if I haven't... Have I read all of this? Maybe I have. Yeah, this might just be all of the notes from all of the Submachine games. And that's it. In that case, I don't really need to read it. And that probably would be the best for all of us. Okay, let's go from this point instead. Lucky me. There is a countless number of sub-layers between any 2 points, two main layers of reality. Just reread them all. Yeah, maybe not. Watch them hide a new teleporter code on like page 57. Yeah, that could be a thing. Especially one where you have to like scroll down for it. You can't even like use the scroll wheel, you have to click these buttons. Wait, what was that? Yeah, I remember all this. Alright, I'm just gonna assume that there's nothing here. It's just a collection room of everything Submachine. Well, in that case, I am stuck again. So maybe this is a decent time to just end it off. Unless anyone in chat have any bright ideas where I haven't been. It's hard for me to keep track. I don't even know how anyone else does it. Like, what I use this chalk for? That... I feel like I probably can, and also the karmic water, I need to find it somehow. And I feel like I probably should be able to, and this thing as well. Go back to that area you found in N1? Wait, N1. What was N1? Ni minus this. I don't remember. Yeah, Control F would be good. It's at the bottom? Wait. What do you mean? Bottom of where? 966? Oh, there. So I should go back here, or I should go back to where the code goes to? Whoops. Just go back to the area. Oh! Chalk box. No? I guess not. Ah! Where's the ladder? Maybe I could just draw it. Yeah, I definitely did not remember this at all. How do I even reach up there? That doesn't make any sense. You would think it would, like, start from here, just, like, drawing up to here, and then making a few steps, and then drawing a bit more, and then making another step, or something. If I could just reach up all the way there, couldn't I have just, like, grabbed on and lifted myself up? You probably have telekinesis, yeah. Except not in any, like, convenient way. Tombai. Oh, there's a lever thing. Maybe we need to use the lever handle here. Oh. I guess if I can, like, get out of here, that could be something. Guy in Sirgo's profile picture? I haven't even seen Sirgo's profile picture. Oh, Luffy, yeah. Oh, I see. And this is where you put tiles. Okay. So... tile ending room. X3. We need 3 more. Yeah, lever here. Uh-huh. Lost silver. I feel like I need, like, a screwdriver or something. Was that the way it was positioned? No, opposite that. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. Tile. Alright, so I have half of them, I guess. If I turn on all of them, nothing. Karma water? Aha! There we go. No, what? Pick it up. Why wouldn't you pick it up again? Alright, cool. That's some progress. Times 2. And yeah, now we can do stuff with the plant as well. But I guess, I don't know, is there really not much more? I feel like I can probably get another stream out of this. So it's probably better for me to leave it off now. Now we know I can like go do the karma water thing, where I needed to water a plant or something. And past that point, I don't know exactly where to go, but I feel like it's probably another stream's worth of stuff. It's quite a trek to get back here every time. Yeah, this is very far away. Good lord. Alright, well, we'll just end it off here for now. That was good though. Once again, thanks Sirgo for basically keeping this entire thing rolling, because it would not be doing that without you. And yeah, we'll hopefully then maybe end it off next weekend. I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe I'll get stuck reading like 40 pages of something. But anyway, I'll leave it off there and then take a quick break. And then we'll try and melt our brains with some Tokitori again. You'll feel lost without me? I really would. Yeah, it would take so much longer to like go through all my notes and randomly jump through things. But yeah, I'll be right back.